Welcome to CommunityAmerica Ballpark. Man, they're giving you a hard time, aren't they?
That one.
I'm Matt Fulks, Director of Media Relations here with the T-Bones, and joining me, and I said this the other night when we talked to Frank White, my all-time favorite player, Amos Otis, and you know, Amos, when they started to call your name before the game tonight, some fans started chanting AO, AO. Does that? I mean, it gives me chills thinking about it.
Well, I tell you, it gives me kind of some chills too, because that was the first one ever started it with an AO. And ex-friend of mine named Reggie Jackson, they used to say Reggie in New York, and he thought he was first. And I let him know that A comes before R. You know, so.
What does it mean to you to just be around all these guys tonight? And you played with most of them, if not all of them. And, you know, it's got Mac over here and Big John and Willie and Freddie. I mean, it's a great crew here.
Well, you know, it means a lot. It's a subject I don't like to talk about. You know, some of my ex-teammates have passed away, and I would like for them to be here, but they're not. And then to show up to see some of the guys here tonight, like Mac Ray. I hadn't seen Mac Ray in 20 years.
Really?
But I've seen Mayberry a few times, and Patek, so, and Willie, you know, Frank. So, but it means a great deal because, you know, you're not going to be here forever, and so you got to enjoy the moments when you can have them.
Well, and one of the big reasons you guys are here this weekend, kind of a salute from us, the T-Bones, to you guys as all-stars, and all of you were involved in at least 2 games. You had 5 nominations on your 5 selections under your belt. I guess you were injured one year, but when you think back to your all-star memories, and I'll talk about 73 in a moment, but just overall, do you have maybe a couple thoughts that just really pop in your head when you think about the 4 games you played in?
Well, the one all-star game that really stands out was the 71 in Detroit, when Hank Aaron hit a home run, my idol. Killebrew hit one. Frank Robinson hit one. Johnny Bench hit one. Roberto Clemente hit one. And then an ex-friend of mine, Reggie Jackson, hit one off the top of the light tower. And at that time, there was all Hall of Famers coming into view. And that really stands out.
Well, then 73 here in Kansas City, and you and I talked about this a couple months ago, but just what did it mean to you to not only be in that game, but you started in that game, and it was a game in a brand new Royal Stadium.
Well, you know, when you talk about the 73 All-Star game, I remember, I can't remember who told me, but they said I was the first one to play in an All-Star game, but I know Ellie Rodriguez was selected from Kansas City, but he didn't get to play. So that meant something. But then to play in front of your home fans in Kansas City, to show off the new stadium and the waterfall and everything. So that was the ultimate feeling right there. And then to get a few hits in the game, even though we lost, I still had a good time.
Well, and you mentioned Hank Aaron, and I think that was Willie Mays' 24th All-Star appearance, his last one. It was Hank Aaron's 22nd or 23rd, something like that. And you grew up just a few blocks from Hank Aaron.
I grew up, you talking about Hank. Well, Hank and Tommy Aaron, I was like 6 blocks from those guys. And Willie McCovey was 3 blocks. And then Billy Williams, another Hall of Famer, was about a mile. And even Isaac Smith, he came raised in Mobile, and he was a couple of miles. And there was one more. I can't think of who it is now, but there was quite a few Hall of Famers that I was right in the middle of them. But Hank Aaron was my idol then.
Well, so you played in that 73 game, and you were voted as a starter, but not necessarily starting center fielder. Bobby Mercer was going to be the starter. And what happened that you ended up starting in center field that night?
Well, in the All-Star voting, I came in 3rd. And Bobby Mercer was the center field, and Reggie Jackson was the right field. And I was then going to play left field, but Bobby Mercer, being the guy that he was, came over and said, Amos, center field is yours. This is your home, your town. You play center field, and I never forgot that. And that meant a lot to me.
That's very cool. And we also need to point out, just as we're talking about all-star memories, this guy kind of made Pete Rose. the nation, the world heard of Pete Rose after this collision at home plate with Ray Fosse. Everybody remembers that play. What a lot of people don't forget, it was an incredible throw from center field that Fosse caught and should have gotten Pete.
Well, like I had said before, you know, Pete Rose was a name, but didn't nobody know who he was until I threw that ball, and he had to run into Ray Fosse to score the winning run to beat us in the extra inning game. But unfortunately, Ray Fosse got hurt, and that kind of put a damper on everything. But didn't nobody know who Pete Rose was.
Well, hey, it's great to see you here tonight. It's always great to see you, and I think